One of the questions I got recently is how do you make your videos when you cover sales? And this is, they're talking about on my main channel, I believe, when I'm covering stuff like at Harbor Freight, at Home Depot, at Lowe's, and today we're going to be doing Walmart. So I'm going to show you my setup and how this all works. Now, the first thing we do is I use a piece of software called OBS. OBS is a brilliant, magical piece of software that is also free. It's ridiculous how good this is. So you should definitely pick up this software. This is similar to what they use in TV studios. When you see like the newscaster there and then all of a sudden the pop-up appears like a floating monitor next to them and it's overlaid either in front of them or behind them, but you know it's virtual. This software is what is similar to what they use, but any one of you can use it. And I think honestly, most YouTubers use it. A lot of people think it's just for streaming and it's really not. It's actually probably even better for recording than it is for streaming. So let's take a look at that. I've got a screen recording going on here. So I'm looking at my screen recording, so I'm not looking at you. So this is OBS, and I have it set up right here. You can create different profiles. You can create different scene collections. You can dock different modules. It's very, very flexible in what you can do with it. Now, what I have set up is I have these scenes right here. Camera 1, Camera 2, Camera 3, Web, and Split Screen, all right? And then in each one of these, I have different sources. In this, I can put a video capture in there. I can put an image in there. Actually, I should turn that image off because I'm not currently using one. And FX30, that's my camera. That's my main video camera. And you add them by coming in here and clicking on plus, and you can add the different things. I'm not going to go through an entire thing on how to do OBS. There's whole videos on it that world-class experts who can tell you every little nook and cranny of OBS and how to use it. This is not that video. This is how to do this one type of thing with OBS. I suggest you follow one of the other ones, get OBS set up. Then you can follow this video to see how to do these kind of sale videos if that's what you want to cover. So first thing I do is I've got a piece of hardware called a Stream Deck. It's bunch of you have probably seen these. They're really common. There's not much else out there that can really emulate it. You can, if you are on a budget, there is a version that runs, I believe, for free on your phone, turns your phone into a Stream Deck. Yes, you don't get the tactileness of the buttons, but it's cost effective, let's put it that way. So typically what I do is I set up my cameras. And we have cameras 1, 2, and 3. This is camera 1. This is a Sony FX30. You do not need this camera. This camera is way overkill. It's overkill for what I do. But I have reasons. I'm going to do, if I haven't already done a video, I'll do a video about why I use the FX30. But my B camera, if I can roll it out here far enough, you can kind of see it. There you go. There's my B camera. It is the Sony ZV-E10. This is a great camera for starting cameras, that kind of stuff. I've got it really rigged up here. I have it on a cart, external monitor, microphone up top. I even have on it a fan on the back that keeps it cool so I don't have to deal with all the overheating problems that everyone else complains about. So that's really not a non-issue for me. Now, that said, I don't really use it in these videos. Now, what I will sometimes use is I'll sometimes use my overhead camera if I have one of the items in the studio. I may be like, hey, here it is right here, just show you, or I'll put it over my bench next to me and I can show you over there. And I'll show you this real quick. So camera 1, which is this camera, camera 2, which is the Sony, which is not currently set up, and camera 3, which is this one over here. As I said, I can show you the different items. Yes, I have a bunch of stuff on that table right now. It's a cluttered mess, but that's how those 3 cameras work. And then on my, that's camera 1, camera 2, camera 3. Then across the bottom, camera 1, web, split screen, and then left and right. We're going to talk about that here in just a second. So when I go to when I go to web, you get this image. Now this is set up on my secondary screen, and I'm going to show you right here. I'm going to do a quick video. We'll play it with the cell phone. You can see there's my my FX30 around the back with an Elgato teleprompter, and this is an LCD screen that's built in, connects right to the computer, and allows me to use this like a second or third, in this case, third monitor. It just shows up in the PC like a monitor. I have my secondary screen over here. You can see my key lights above it. Here's my main screen, and we got the sail up on there. Here's my other light. So those are my main setup right there. So as I said, I can go to a camera, I can go to the web, and I can go to split screen. And the split screen is lots of fun because as you can see, I moved off to the side. So it's not, I'm not just sliding over between every shot. I'd have to go back and forth pretty fast to do that. So what I've done is a little trickery here. Let me get rid of this. You can see my screen ends right here. I've moved the whole screen over, and in this shot, you can see easily that the screen's not there and it's kind of glaring. But when I bring the other screen in, let me pull it back up, it kind of, the brightness and everything kind of hides the black behind it. And as long as I don't stick my hand over here and have you notice that it's gone, most people never even notice that I don't have any screen filling up that 1/3 of the background. And who cares? People are looking at the product anyway. And then I can take with my Stream Deck and I can go back and forth. Now here's where the left-right comes into play. So I have a whole bunch of tabs, as you saw on when I was showing the screens, and I can go left. Well, first of all, I have to select it with the mouse. I have to come over, select it, and then now I can go left or right, in this case, left, and I can go this tab. Let's talk about this product. Let's talk about this product. You know what? Let's go back and talk about this product here. And in fact, let's go to the very end and go all the way around. You're getting a preview of what's going to come up with the Walmart sale. That's how I set these up. That's how I can talk about them. And what I try to do is I try not to leave it on this screen for too long because it's a very static image. There's nothing engaging. If I sit here and I talk for a long, long time and just leave it on the screen, people will tune out. And if I leave it on this screen, I'm not showing the product, so people get upset about that. So what I try to do is I try to alternate with this screen when I'm trying to convey a point, this screen when I'm trying to show the product, and this screen as a transition of conveying a point, talking about the product, adding some action. I talk with my hands a lot. In this kind of situation, it helps with engagement with the viewer. So you can sit there, they can see me, they can see the product. And we can go back in and talk about, and I can show different images. I can come over here and be like, here's this image, here's this image, here's that image, and I can go through different stuff, and then I can go on to the next item, and the next item, and the next item. You have to be careful where your mouse is. You saw I had it over the video, so that just doesn't show well. So I have to put it up here, and then I try to get my mouse off screen so that when I go through, it shows the products better. Anyway, I hope that answers your questions. If you have any other ones that I missed, put it down below in the comments. Till next time, you all take care, God bless, and as always, shine on.